to record. All right, don't forget, turn your cameras on, guys. I'm going to start really getting on to you about that. You got to turn those cameras on. It's not my rules, guys. It's Virtual Academy rules. You got to get those cameras on. Okay? Seriously, it's like almost spring break time, and you guys got to get those cameras on. I know Isaiah's camera works. I know Bailey's camera works because I've talked to him personally on cameras before. I know Dalen, I've seen your camera on before. Emily, your camera was just on. So you guys got to get your cameras on. Okay, come on. As long as Isaiah has a different background than the one day. Okay. All right. So, anywho. All right. So, you read to 61. So then you'll have to read 4 pages to catch up. That's good. That's like 4 pages. So you'll have to read to page 65 for today, for tonight, next class period. So then you're good. That's all you have to read over the weekend is 4 pages. So anyway, okay. So let's see. Let's talk about our discussion questions. Let's see what we got here. So we've got our, you should have started answering, I hope that you did, started answering some of your questions. So pull up, if you have them. Oh, I got to pull up my screen. Let's open up your classroom page. Oh, yes. And by the way, I think as of yesterday, I believe I got all of your grades updated in, I think, not in eSchool, but not in Hack, but I think I got all of your late work graded in Google Classroom, I think, as of yesterday. So if you turned anything in, like after yesterday afternoon, like, I don't know what time, it's been a long time, but if you turned anything in after like maybe 2 o'clock yesterday, then I probably haven't got it graded, but I got everything in your classes graded as far as I know. I don't have them uploaded into eSchool, into Hack yet, into our grade book yet, but they all should be graded and I will have grades updated hopefully soon. Late work has been put in. So grades have been slowly going up. Okay, so you should be seeing changes. You should be seeing things that are changing in there. Please keep turning in work. I continue to be patient with Ms. Cox. Ms. Cox is only one person grading hundreds and hundreds of papers. So like I was telling my freshman yesterday, there's how many people do I have in this class? Let's see, how many people? 22, there's 22 in this class too. Okay, so there's 22 of you in this class. And at least 10 of you have over 10 missing assignments, okay? So, and you're turning in those missing assignments all at the same time. And if you put that together, how many missing assignments is that at one time for me to grade? 100. 100 missing assignments for me to grade. And then I'm getting emails saying, Ms. Cox, have you graded my missing assignments? No. I mean, like the minute you turn them in, I get an email saying, have you graded my assignment? No, I haven't. So because it's impossible. Okay. So I just can't. I just can't do that. So, but I promise you I'm getting them done as quickly as I possibly can. And it's there, your grades are going up. A lot of you have gone from a lot of you have gained 40 points on your grades, which is so awesome. So keep it up. Okay. And, keep turning in your work, keep going. I will get them done. I promise you. I'm going to try to get everything graded and updated before we go to spring break. I'm usually pretty good about getting all these grades updated. So I'm working on it. Okay. All right. So anywho, today I've got your vocab posted for today. So vocab day 5. I'm sorry we don't have any sentence practices for today. I know you're disappointed that we don't have sentence practices for today. I apologize. It's just not there. I know. I can see the disappointment on your face. I'm sorry. I know, Sebastian, I'm so sorry. I know you're disappointed in me and I just don't have it. But I do apologize. I will do better as a teacher. I know, Dalen, it breaks my heart. But I will try better. Okay, but no sentence practices for today. And then you will have, you guys are killing me here. I love it, but you guys are great. And then for the reading today, you will also, I will assign your reading, but you will have to do kind of a fill in the chart below about Beatty's speech, which Beatty's speech is on pages 51 through 55, because you're going to have to read pages 45 through 65. So Bree's already read that much pretty much, but you'll have to reread these pages and fill out the chart below. Okay, you're going to give at least 3 of Beatty's points and reasons for book censorship in Fahrenheit 451. Okay, and you're going to fill out each of these. So 3 reasons. You can add more. You can definitely add more. Maybe if you add more, oh man, Miss Cox might add bonus points. Who knows? I don't know. It's just a thought. You know, I like to give bonus points when bonus points are earned. So that wasn't a big hint or anything, but you're going to do 3 at least. And you're going to, you know, do you agree or disagree? Now, and then you're going to explain why. Don't give me just because. If you give me an answer because, I'm not going to give you credit for the 3 reasons. Or if you say, I don't know, I'm not going to give you credit for the 3 reasons. Okay? Come up with a reason. You either agree or disagree for a reason. So tell me why. Okay? Explain yourself. Okay? All right, any questions on that? All right. I guess we're good. Okay, but you got to read. Okay, so let's go down and talk about where, oh gosh, we're way down here where all of where our study guide is, I think. Yes, okay. So everyone have their study guide? Everyone have their questions? Everyone have their questions? Questions? Yes, no, maybe so. Trying to find them. Live 45. What's that? What does that mean, Bree? Not question 65. I'm on 45. Page 45. You're confusing me. Well, don't confuse yourself because that's the last thing I want you to do. Okay, so I wish sometimes you guys would unmute yourselves just because it's just funny to, it's the stuff that you guys put in chat and I'm the only one, sometimes if I'm the only one that sees it, it's funny. And the people who hear this on recording don't see the chat and they think I'm laughing at myself and I just look crazy. I'm not crazy. If you guys can see the chat, it's just funny. Anyway, okay. You guys make me sound crazy to the people who watch this on video. Okay. All right. So anyway, all right, so let's talk about number one. Based on descriptions on page, I know this has been a long time, so those of you who maybe read at the beginning, pages 1 through 3, Montag mainly views his job as what? How does he review his job? Really? Everyone thinks it's D? Why does everyone think it's D? Why does he enjoy his job? Why do you think he enjoys his job? Sorry, guys, I had to sign some paperwork. Okay. Because he's making money because Dayla, that's not an answer. Okay. So I can see where you guys could say that, but in all honesty, he just finds his job routine. His job is just routine. It's nothing special. It's nothing but just a simple routine to him, because it's not like, yes, he enjoys watching the book. I mean, I guess I can see where you guys can find the enjoyable part of that, but he doesn't find there's nothing like, I mean, he's making money, but yes, Sebastian, he's making money, but you can make money and not enjoy your job. I mean, believe me, I know. I mean, I love my job that I do now, but there was a job that I've had before that I did not love, and I made money, but it doesn't mean I liked what I did. You know, I haven't always been a teacher. So I mean, but it's, so sometimes it just, you know, a job is a job. So what about number 2? Which best describes the interaction between Clarice and Montag? All right. That is correct. B is correct. Yes. Hey, no. Hey, you did good. You may have struggled with it, but you did good. He's perplexed by how uniquely Clarice thinks, and the interaction is intriguing. So yes, very good. Very good. Yes, B is correct. B is correct. What about number 3? What do the firemen do for a living? And why is this ironic? Okay, why is it ironic? So you're putting all the answers in there, but why is it ironic? Why is it strange? Okay, because instead of, okay, so they start fires, so they burn things instead of putting out fires, they start fires. So they burn the books, and instead of, you know, they start the fires. So instead of, you know, we think of firemen as the guys who are going to come save us and being able to help us out in situations, and these guys go and set the fires. So yeah, pyromaniacs. Yeah. I guess if that's what you enjoy, I guess you can go live in Fahrenheit 451 dystopia, I guess. I wouldn't want to, but okay. In the opening scene, why are the books compared to birds? You guys can actually talk. You know that, right? You guys can actually like raise your hand. Why'd you unmute? You unmuted yourself, Bree. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say that when they burn, all the pages fly up like bird wings.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly right. So when they burn, the pages flap as they're burning. So that's kind of like they're burning something innocent, you know. They flap. They flap like bird wings. Isn't that kind of weird? A weird way to, and even and they're okay with this. They're okay with it. It's just kind of odd. So according to page 2, what does Montauk think of his job? According to page 2, he likes the burning. Yes, he likes the burning. So this is the part where you can talk about how he enjoys his job. So it's when we're talking about how he describes his job, the descriptions on the page 1 and 3 are routine. Okay. The descriptions on page 1 through 3 are routine. Okay. Those are the descriptions that he just finds his job as something that's routine. All right. Now, when we're talking about how he thinks of his job, he thinks of his job as enjoyable. Does that make sense? The description of his job is just a routine. It's just his job. Okay. It's just something that he does every day. He gets up, he goes to work, he goes and he, you know, does his thing. And then but when he talks about his job, and he talks about how he feels about his job, then he loves it. He loves his job. He finds pride in what he does. Does that make sense? So you got to make sure that when you're reading questions, you're reading them in the correct way. So based on descriptions, and then according to pages, like a specific page, how does he feel about his job? Okay. So on number 6, what does Montauk mean when he on the way home? I'm sorry, who does Montauk meet on the way home? I can't even speak. Clarice, his new neighbor. Clarice. Every time I hear Clarice, I think of Silence of the Lambs. Miss Slaw got that one. She was laughing. You want to read Silence of the Lambs? It's pretty creepy. Yeah, TV show. I'm recording it. I don't have time to watch TV, but I'm recording it. So I'll watch it this summer with everything else that I binge watch over the summer. So, all right. So number 7, during his conversation, Montauk says that you never wash it off completely, referring to kerosene. What could this mean symbolically? Okay, he never stops being a fireman. It affects the way you see life. Okay. Maybe guilt. Okay. But he enjoys his job. So why would he be guilty? Why would he feel guilt if he enjoys his job? Never wash off the deeds he has done. Okay. Anyone else have an idea of what that might mean symbolically? You can never wash off the kerosene, never really wash it off completely. The smile never goes away. Well, so the kerosene obviously is something that they use to burn the books, right? So it's something that he never washes off. What else is something that you can never really wash off? What is something else that you can never really wash off? You have your skin, right? You have your skin, your blood that's in your skin, right? So it becomes a part of you. It becomes a part of you. So the kerosene has now become like a part of him, like it's his skin, like it's his blood, like it's his lifeline, like it's part of him, as it keeps it, like almost like it's part of him. Okay. It's a part of who he is now. So because that's something that you can never really get rid of, because it's now a part of him. So what he's saying now is that kerosene that he uses every day of his life, that he loves to use because it's part of his job that he enjoys so very much, is now part of who he is, and he takes that into like him as a person. That's how he relates to himself. And so that he considers that a part of him and who he is. Okay. So just like when I say I'm a teacher, I take that as like, that's a part of who I am. It's not just my job. That's a part of who I am. That's part of my identification. Like I identify myself as a teacher. So not just my job. That's like, if someone says, who are you? I say, well, I'm a mom, I'm a teacher. You know, I volunteer, I do this, I do that. You know, there are certain things that I like. If I say, who am I? That's part of who I am. That's part of my identity. So that's kind of that's part of who he is that kerosene has become a part of him. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. What about number 8? What does Montauk compare Clarice's face to, and why? There are 2 things. Okay, so a clock, the dial of a small clock. Why do you think that he would have compared her face to a small clock? Actually, I'm gonna stop sharing this because that way. What you think? What you think? Nobody's got an idea? She's beautiful and moves softly. Yeah, it's a good thought. It's a good idea. What else? What else might have come to thought? Anyone want to pull that up and see what he says? What does he say when he's comparing her face to a clock? She has a thin face. No one wants to pull that up? Wasn't something else that he compared her face to? No, not snow. No, not autumn leaves. Okay, a mirror. That is correct. A mirror. Yes. So, okay, so we've got a clock and a mirror. All right. And I'm going to go, let's go to share the screen. Let's go share the screen. That's what you said. That's what I said. I know, Brendan. That's what you said, a mirror. I know you said a mirror. That's what when I saw that you said mirror, I said mirror. That's what I said. That's why I said, right, a mirror. Okay. Okay, so anyway, so let's go back up to the clock. Let's go back up to the clock. Okay, so here's where it says that, so she had a very thin face like the dial of a small clock, seen faintly in a dark room in the middle of the night. When you waken to see the time and see the clock telling you the hour and the minute and the second with the white, silence, and glowing, all certainly in knowing what it has to tell, the night passing swiftly on toward further darkness, moving also toward a new sun. So what does he compare her? Why does he compare the clock to her face? Or why does he compare her face to the clock? What is it reminding him of? Not a light in all the darkness. No, not when one wakes up. What he's talking about, if you look here, it says passing swiftly. He's talking about time moving fast. He's talking about a reminder of how time passes so quickly. Okay, time passes so quickly towards furthering the darkness onto the light. Okay, so it's a reminder of how quickly time passes. Okay, all right, now if we look at the mirror, her face, now I see how like a mirror too, her face. Impossible for how many people did you know that refracted your own light to you? Okay, so again, why did he compare her face to a mirror? Reflects your soul. Okay, kind of, but basically it was just him. It was reflecting his own light to her. I mean, it was reflecting his own light. He could see himself in her. Okay, so yes, Brennan, in a sense, you're right. You are correct. Okay. All right. So moving on. Number 9. Why does Mildred need help when Montague gets home? Why does Mildred need help when Montague gets home? Right, she had an overdose. She's taken an entire bottle of sleeping pills. right? It's not good. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. PSA, don't ever do that. Okay. All right. So number 10, describe the help that she receives. Explain the machine and what does it show about society? Stop funny, Dalen. All right. So what does the machine do? What does the machine do? Okay, the machine pumps out her stomach to get rid of the pills. That's correct. And then the other machine gives her fresh blood to get the pills out of her bloodstream. Yes. Okay, that is correct. And then, so what does it show about her? What does it show about the society that we live in, that they live in at the time? It's advanced. Puts tubes down in one slid down your stomach like a black cobra. Yes. Down echoing pump in her stomach. Yeah, and it's got a camera on it so that it can see when the stomach's been pumped out. Yeah, it has a camera that's actually down in your stomach watching it so it can see when it's been pumped out. So what does this say though about okay, that it's common for people to overdose, all right, because they have a special machine just for that, right? It's common. It's just, hey, people overdose all the time, so we're going to make a special machine that's just going to go to your house and take care of it and be done with you. I mean, what kind of junk is that? I mean, seriously, I wouldn't want to live in a place like that. Where it's just so common that they finally just said, hey, we're just gonna make a machine for that because we're tired of dealing with you people that overdose all the time. I mean, that's insane. So yeah, that's pretty cold, to be honest with you. But they made a machine so they don't have to talk to you anymore. So I think that's pretty cold. I think that's a pretty cold society. So, oh my gosh, is it really already 10 o'clock? Holy cow, it is. It's already 10 o'clock. Well, guys, it's already time for our class to be over. Okay, so I'm going to let you all go. Remember that we stopped at page number 10. The machine's kind of cool, though. Well, I mean, I guess. Only if it was used in a hospital. I wouldn't want it used in my house. But, anyway, so the bell's going to ring. Hang on. Okay, so that's funny. So so read pages 45 to 65. That's your next section that you're going to read, 45 to 65 in your Fahrenheit 451. I have tutoring available from 1 to 3 today. I also have office hours from 1 to 2 today. So on Zoom, if you need help. So if you need anything, let me know. I will see you on Monday. Next week's a short week, only 3 class days, only 3 days. So, but anywho, y'all have a good day. I will see you all later. Okay, bye.